What's going on, everybody? Chris Chavez here, your friendly neighborhood Android with Phandroid.com. You're watching the Android Overload for Wednesday, February 13th, and these are your top Android news stories. The Motorola X Phone is making headlines again. You may remember from previous rumors, this is going to be a Nexus type or Nexus-like device that's going to be manufactured by Motorola, and it could be announced at Google I/O. More than likely, it will be the next Nexus device. And the reason it makes it so different from previous Nexus devices is this one's going to be available cross carriers. Whether you're on Verizon, Sprint, T-Mobile, AT&T, or even across the globe, the X Phone is going to be like the iPhone. Bad example. The X Phone is going to be the everyman's phone. Now, we haven't really got too much as far as confirmed rumors. There was this job posting, from Google seeking a product manager for something they're calling the X Phone. And now we have the CTO of Telstra, which is an Australian carrier, talking briefly about the X Phone, calling it a game changer. Apparently, Google's been working really hard on the software for this phone, and it's going to be unlike anything you've ever seen. Of course, it makes sense that Telstra, or just about any carrier, they've probably already seen prototypes. They might even be testing the phone on their network. So it makes sense that the CTO of Telstra actually has some kind of inside knowledge on the device. There's also been talk that this new X Phone will feature Google services like no other manufacturer has done in the past. Epic. So whether or not this means a non-stock Android experience with Google's hands in it, or if it's just talking about key lime pie, hopefully we won't have to wait too much longer to find out. The phone is currently rumored to launch sometime in July and will be available on every single carrier and also on the Google Play Store. Yesterday, the Google Now widget was leaked, and now today, the Google Now widget is officially available in the Google Play Store. The Google Search app was actually updated for Jelly Bean devices earlier today, and the update actually brought access to the Google Now widget, which is similar to just Google Now, but it can be placed on your home screen, smack dab right in the center. And in a new addition to Google Now cards, it'll now show Fandango cards, showing movie passes, and pulls in movie ratings from Rotten Tomatoes. And like Google Now does, it will actually prompt you to make sure you leave in time for your movie, pulling up digital tickets for you once you arrive at the theater. There's also real estate listings. Google Now just keeps getting more and more robust. If you have a Jelly Bean device, don't forget to jump into the Google Play Store and update Google Search right now. It looks like previous rumors that the Galaxy S4 would launch with an S Pen similar to the Galaxy Note 2 are actually being shot down. According to a Korean publication, Samsung really wants to keep the S Pen functionality closely associated with their Note brand. So while they could at least still make it compatible with an S Pen, it seems that they're getting rid of this functionality altogether. When manufacturing millions of handsets, it actually can save a few ducats if they remove the Wacom digitizer used for the S Pen. Something that is going to stay in the Galaxy S4 is that god-awful home button. There's actually some debate on people that actually love the home button, physical home button, and those that hate it. I happen to be on the side that hates it as a man that wears really tight girls' skinny jeans. The home button would actually get pressed in my pocket whenever I would move or sit down or do anything. It would actually be waking up my phone from sleep, causing significant battery drain in my Galaxy S3. And then there's those that actually love the home button. It reminds them of the iPhone or something. I don't know. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts on a physical home button. Do you guys prefer it in your handsets, or do you think it needs to go the way of the dinosaur? Leave your thoughts in the comments. HP, makers of the now defunct touchpad, could be making a comeback into mobile. Sources close to Phandroid are confirming that HP is looking to get into tablets and smartphones, and where they originally acquired Palm and WebOS, it seems these new tablets and smartphones will actually be running Android. According to Phandroid, apparently the processor or CPU of choice will be NVIDIA's Tegra platform, and while I welcome competition in Android with open arms, I can't help but wonder if the market is just too crowded for a newcomer. It would take a lot of careful planning, and it's definitely not without its risks. Alright guys, so that just about wraps up the Android Overload for Wednesday, February 13th. For links to all the articles I talked about in this video, make sure you hit the description area down below. And don't forget to check out the Android Overload, where I post all the links of little news tidbits that didn't get featured on the front page of Phandroid. With Phandroid.com, I am Chris Chavez. I'll see you guys tomorrow.